As 2025 comes to a close, millions of Americans are weighed down by one word: affordability. It's not just a buzzword, it's the reality shaping daily life for families across the country. From the grocery store to the gas pump, the cost of simply getting by has become a constant source of anxiety. People are feeling the pinch in ways that go beyond statistics or headlines, and it's changing how they see their future.
The rising cost of living is the year's central story, overshadowing any talk of economic growth. Even as some economic indicators show improvement, most Americans are focused on what really matters to them: how much it costs to fill up the tank, put food on the table, and keep the lights on. Every trip to the store or glance at a bill is a reminder that their paychecks don't stretch as far as they used to.
For many, the numbers in the news don't match the reality in their wallets. Reports of a strong economy feel distant when you're struggling to cover basic expenses. There's a growing disconnect between what's being reported and what people are actually experiencing day to day.
Paychecks are stretched thinner than ever, forcing families to make tough choices about essentials. Many are cutting back on things they once took for granted: fresh produce, after-school activities, even necessary medications. The pressure to prioritize every dollar is relentless.
People are working harder than ever, picking up extra shifts or side gigs just to keep up. Yet, despite all this effort, many feel like they're falling further behind. The sense of frustration is growing, as hard work no longer guarantees stability or progress.
Young Americans especially face the heavy burden of student debt. For recent graduates, loan payments eat into their first paychecks, making it difficult to save or plan for the future. And with a housing market that feels out of reach, dreams of homeownership are slipping away for many. High rents and soaring home prices mean that even those with good jobs struggle to find a place to call their own.
The real economic story isn't about GDP or stock market highs. It's about personal struggle. It's about the stress of making ends meet, the anxiety of unexpected expenses, and the uncertainty of what tomorrow will bring.
For a new generation, the dream of getting ahead feels more distant than ever. Many young people are questioning whether the opportunities their parents had will ever be available to them.
The emotional toll is real. Stress, uncertainty, and disillusionment are everywhere. People are not just worried about their finances, they're worried about their futures, their families, and their sense of security.
There's a growing sense that the American dream is slipping away, replaced by anxiety and doubt. Conversations at dinner tables and community meetings are filled with questions about what comes next. More and more, people feel that the system isn't working for ordinary Americans. The gap between the promise of prosperity and the reality of daily life is widening. As we head into the new year, the struggle for affordability is shaping not just the nation's mood, but its politics and its future. Americans are searching for hope and for solutions that will make life a little more affordable again. President Trump projects economic strength, insisting his policies are making America affordable again. He often highlights his administration's efforts to lower taxes, reduce regulations, and bring jobs back to American soil. At rallies and in interviews, he paints a picture of a revitalized economy, one where families can thrive and businesses can grow. The message is clear. Under his leadership, the American dream is within reach for more people than ever before.
He touts tariffs and trade deals as proof he's fighting for American workers. These policies, he claims, are designed to protect domestic industries from unfair foreign competition and to create new opportunities for growth. Supporters point to new factories opening and jobs returning to communities that had long been left behind. The administration argues that these moves are bold steps toward economic independence and national prosperity.
Yet, his messaging has been inconsistent, at times calling affordability a hoax, confusing voters. Some days, he emphasizes the struggles of working families, while on others, he downplays concerns about rising costs. This shifting narrative leaves many Americans unsure of where the administration truly stands on key economic issues, fueling skepticism and debate.
Critics say these contradictions make it hard for the public to trust the administration's focus on real struggles. They argue that mixed messages and changing priorities undermine confidence in the government's ability to address everyday challenges. For many, the gap between political promises and lived experience feels wider than ever.
Treasury Secretary Besant points to strong GDP growth, blaming past policies for any lingering pain. She highlights record stock market highs and low unemployment rates as evidence of progress. According to the administration, these numbers prove that their approach is working and that any remaining economic hardship is simply the result of previous mismanagement.
The administration insists the economy's fundamentals are sound, dismissing hardship as political spin. Officials argue that critics are exaggerating problems for partisan gain, and that most Americans are better off than before. They maintain that the nation is on the right track, and that patience will yield even greater rewards.
But many Americans remain unconvinced, feeling the daily pinch of high prices. For families across the country, the cost of groceries, gas, and housing continues to rise, straining household budgets. Despite positive economic indicators, the reality for many is a constant struggle to make ends meet.
Critics argue tariffs have actually raised costs, forcing the government to subsidize affected farmers. They point out that while some industries benefit, others are left to cope with higher expenses and uncertain futures. The debate over who wins and who loses in this new economic landscape is far from settled.
The debate over responsibility and solutions for economic challenges remains heated and unresolved. As politicians argue and policies shift, everyday Americans continue to search for answers and for relief from the pressures of a changing economy. Recent polls reveal a stark disconnect between the administration's optimism and public anxiety.
A Reuters poll shows 56% disapprove of Trump's handling of the cost of living.
CBS News found 60% believe the president downplays inflation.
This trust gap makes it hard for leaders to rally support for their agenda.
Democrats' focus on affordability helped them win a key Miami election, resonating with younger voters.
Even Republicans in Georgia see affordability as a major vulnerability.
Voters care more about their own finances than official statistics.
The battle for voters' trust will be fought on the real-life issue of whether families can afford to live.
Housing and healthcare are at the heart of Americans' financial pain.
Soaring home prices and high interest rates have locked out first-time buyers.
Healthcare is another crisis. ACA subsidies are set to expire, threatening millions with doubled costs.
Washington is paralyzed, with Democrats demanding an extension and Republicans pushing alternatives.
The parties are deeply divided, leaving families in limbo.
The housing and healthcare crises highlight political dysfunction.
The inability to compromise deepens public frustration.
As people worry about homes and health, political theater feels out of touch.
Americans see critical issues held hostage by partisanship.
The cracks in the economy are widening, fueled by political gridlock. While America debates economics and policy from the comfort of relative peace, Ukraine faces a daily struggle for survival. The conversations in American living rooms and newsrooms often revolve around inflation, jobs, and political maneuvering. But for millions of Ukrainians, the reality is far more immediate and harrowing. Every day, families in Ukraine wake up to the uncertainty of war, wondering if their loved ones will return home, or if their homes will still be standing by nightfall.
Since the Russian invasion began, over 50,000 Ukrainians, both soldiers defending their country and civilians caught in the crossfire, have lost limbs. These are not just numbers. They are fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, and friends. Hospitals and rehabilitation centers across Ukraine are filled with people learning to walk again, to hold their children, to rebuild their lives from the ground up. The scale of this suffering is staggering, but so too is the determination to overcome it. Take Vladislav Chup, just 23 years old. He lost both legs in the brutal fighting around Bakhmut, a city that has become a symbol of resistance. After months of grueling rehabilitation, Vladislav made the extraordinary decision to return to active duty. His story is not just about loss, but about the unbreakable will to serve and protect his homeland, no matter the personal cost.
Vladislav's courage, and that of so many others, is a testament to the resilience and unity of Ukraine's people. In the face of unimaginable adversity, they find ways to support each other, to celebrate small victories, and to keep hope alive.
Consider Rudyov Stanislav, 27, who lost his eyes and a hand in a drone explosion. Today, he is learning to navigate a world of darkness, adapting to life with a mechanical arm. His journey is filled with challenges, but also with moments of triumph. Each new skill mastered, each day lived with dignity, is a victory over despair.
Rudyov's determination to rebuild his life and to help others do the same stands as a powerful symbol of hope. Across Ukraine, people are not just surviving, they are finding ways to heal, to adapt, and to look toward the future with courage.
Civilians, too, bear the scars of this conflict. 15-year-old Victoria lost her arm in a missile strike that hit her home. Her story is one of thousands, children whose lives have been forever changed, yet who continue to dream, to learn, and to hope for a better tomorrow.
These stories transform cold statistics into living, breathing faces marked by loss, but also by extraordinary strength. Each embrace, each tear, each smile in the face of hardship is a reminder of the human cost of war and the resilience that endures.
The impact of this war reaches far beyond the front lines. It touches every corner of Ukrainian society. Families forced from their homes, communities shattered, and yet, people finding ways to support one another and rebuild what has been lost.
Each survivor's journey is a powerful reminder of the enduring human spirit. Their stories inspire not only their fellow Ukrainians, but people around the world who witness their courage and perseverance.
In Ukraine, resilience is not just a word, it's a way of life, woven into every act of kindness, every effort to rebuild, and every dream for a peaceful future.
Amid Ukraine's suffering, the Prosthesis Foundation offers hope.
This Christian-led group has provided advanced prosthetics to over 1,000 wounded since 2022.
Co-founded by Yura Araweti, the foundation treats each person as an individual, not a statistic.
Soldiers like Denis Ivashenko, who survived a mortar strike, are now being fitted with custom prosthetics.
The foundation's work extends to civilians, like Victoria, who received a robotic arm after losing hers in a missile attack.
Their care restores not just mobility, but dignity and hope.
The foundation's mission is a beacon of compassion in a time of war.
By healing bodies and spirits, they help Ukraine move toward recovery.
The Israel-Hamas conflict grows more complex with new allegations.
A viral video claims Hamas hoarded infant formula in Gaza, sparking global debate.
If true, it would shift blame for the humanitarian crisis and complicate aid efforts.
The story highlights the challenge of finding truth in a polarized conflict.
Meanwhile, Christian leaders face AI-driven harassment after attending an Israel summit.
Technology is now a weapon in modern conflict, spreading hate and fear online.
Amid tension, Bethlehem's Christmas tree lighting returned, offering a rare moment of hope. The ceremony's revival is a reminder that tradition and unity can endure, even in troubled times.
Amid division and anxiety, country artist Celeste Kellogg's Faith and Freedom has become an anthem for unity.
Kellogg, who started her career at 12, wrote the song to bridge political divides.
The song was inspired by frustration during the 2024 election and completed after the tragic assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Kellogg says her songwriting is guided by faith, with melodies and lyrics coming from God.
The message is simple: see the person behind the politics and unite under shared values.
In a media landscape full of outrage, the song offers hope and healing.
Faith and Freedom resonates with those tired of division, calling for a more united future.
Its impact shows the power of music to inspire reconciliation.
In 2025, Americans face new dangers and shifting norms.
The digital world brings both connection and threats, like the criminal group 764, now labeled a terrorist organization.
This group extorts teens online, fueling a surge in abuse cases.
Australia's new law banning social media for under 16s is being watched as a possible model.
Amid upheaval, there are signs of religious stabilization in America.
Pew Research shows religious decline has slowed, with a slight uptick in service attendance.
In uncertain times, some Americans are returning to faith for stability and hope.
Technology, law, and faith are reshaping what it means to be American in 2025. The nation's story is one of adaptation, resilience, and the search for meaning.